Embabel plus Spring Boot, a simple text analysis and summarize API. Purpose and overview. This project demonstrates a small Java agent that can analyze free-form text and generate a concise summary. It uses Embabel to define an agent with actions for analysis and summarization, and exposes both an interactive shell and a REST API so you can use it from a terminal or via HTTP. Tech stack. It's built with Spring Boot 3, Java 17, and the Embabel Agent Starter with an OpenAI integration. Maven manages dependencies and packaging. Structure and key files. The main application class boots Spring and enables the agent platform. The agent class defines two actions, one that analyzes text and one that summarizes it. The domain package holds simple records describing analysis and summary results. A REST controller exposes endpoints to call the agent synchronously and return results as JSON. Application configuration sets the default model and logging. Application bootstrapping. At startup, Spring initializes the Embabel platform and registers the agent so it's discoverable. The application can run as a standard Spring Boot service, listening for HTTP requests, and optionally an interactive shell if the console supports input. Agent workflow. The agent receives user text, asks the model to analyze it into structured fields like word count and key phrases, and then uses that analysis to request a concise summary. Both steps run through the agent runtime and the configured model. HTTP API endpoints. There are two POST endpoints under a common path, one to analyze text and one to summarize it. Each validates input, starts a process for the agent, runs it, and returns either the analysis or the summary as a JSON response with appropriate HTTP status handling. How to run. You build with Maven, set your API key, and run either via the packaged jar or the Spring Boot Maven plugin. You can change the server port if needed. If the interactive shell does not accept input in your console, use the HTTP endpoints with curl or a REST client. Finally, we are going to verify that our Spring Boot application runs correctly. We start by opening the project folder in Visual Studio Code. Once we're inside the project, we can launch the application directly from the integrated terminal using the command mvn spring boot run. This command compiles and runs the Spring Boot application. Once the application is running, it will be accessible on port 8080 of our local machine. To test that everything is working as expected, we can send a POST request using Postman. Here, you can see an example request. In the body, we send a simple JSON object containing the text we want to analyze. The server processes the text and responds with key phrases extracted from it. The response includes the original text, a word count, and the detected key phrases such as Embabel, iAgents, and Java. This confirms that the analyze endpoint is active and functioning correctly. Now, we're testing another endpoint from the same API, the summarize endpoint. This one also accepts a POST request. Just like before, we pass a JSON body with the text we want to summarize. When we send the request, the API returns a JSON response that includes the original text along with a generated summary. For example, the input text, Embabel helps build AI agents in Java, is summarized as. Embabel is a tool designed to help build AI agents using the Java programming language. It simplifies the development process for creating intelligent software agents in Java environments. So, this test demonstrates that both endpoints, analyze and summarize, are running properly and returning valid outputs. Together, they confirm that the text processing features of our application are fully operational.